Liberia News, where truth and stories collide. From the bustling streets of Monrovia to the shores of Rabosport, every headline and update, we promise to report. Listen to Voice of Liberia News. Is up to the hour. In the vibrant heart of West Africa, we bring you the latest news with pride. Listen to Voice of Liberia News, where truth and stories collide.
A pleasant new day and welcome to News Live on the Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Monrovia and other frequencies in Margibi and Bone counties. ECOWAS mediation efforts for Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. President Boakat also announced Liberia's campaign for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council for 2026 to 2027, seeking ECOWAS backing. Meanwhile, ECOWAS leaders endorsed Nigerian President Bola Tinubu for a second term as ECOWAS chairman. Scores of citizens in Monrovia have commended the United Party-led government for procuring 285 earth-moving machines to rehabilitate and construct major roads in the country. The first batch of the equipment arrived at the free port of Monrovia over the weekend following an announcement made by the Minister of State without portfolio, Mamakat Beliti. Dozens of citizens took to the streets of Somalia, Traf, and other parts of Monrovia to celebrate the arrival of the yellow machines, hailing President Joseph Boakat for his developmental drive. They believe these machines will be instrumental in connecting rural communities, reducing transportation costs, and boosting the economy by providing farmers easy access to transport their products to the city. The Labor Inspector General Charles Brown has broken silence on the dismissed employees of the Ministry of Labor, stating that their termination was illegal. Inspector Brown asserted that the Minister of Labor, Councillor Cooper Pratt, should have consulted with him, interpreted Minister Emmanuel Banks before taking such drastic action. It can be recalled on June 17 of this year, the superintendent of Babolu County reported that individuals posing as ministry inspectors were arresting alleged aliens and seizing their passports. An investigation revealed that these employees were not authorized inspectors, making their actions illegal. However, in a radio interview in Morovia, Brown claimed the employees were acting under his instructions and shouldn't have been dismissed without proper communication.
It is unfortunate to say non-inspectors. If you look at the assignment in various institutions in keeping with law, when they employ you, for example, in further notice, they will tell you, say you are to perform all duties. Not just to enter the studio, you are to perform all duties. So the minister, along with the deputy minister for manpower, along with the assistant minister for trade union, along with the assistant minister for labor, they are traveled to Geneva to do representation on behalf of the government and the country. While they were there, as per a senate clause, the deputy minister for administration became the acting minister. The assistant minister for planning and manpower became the acting deputy minister for manpower and planning, which is Emmanuel Banks. And under the reporting channel, I report to the deputy minister for manpower as per the instructions of the minister. So in an absent, Brown became the deputy minister for manpower and human resource. He became an immediate boss in the acting atmosphere. So I was under obligations to report to him and take direct instructions from him on the basis of the same coordination when Steve Koluba is in country. I gave to Steve Koluba, I must give it to Bounce. So because in the ministry, at the time I've been look at that Charles Brown don't want to cooperate with other people. So I began to work with them. And there was a day he had an intelligent, he briefed me that also intelligent in Babylon. And currently requested to do that. Since I took over as Inspector General of the Republic at the Ministry of Labor, I've not been to Babylon. I've not gone to Babylon to get on any inspection. So when he told me that there was information regarding people being in Babylon or there are minors in Babylon that don't have weapons, you want to go and check all these things, he need my approval. So I told him, I said, well, Minister, you're my boss. If you do an authorization, I sign you approve, and the guys can go. So immediately he did the authorizations and I signed, and he approved. Meaning that being a normal routine in the Ministry of Labor. People who go to the field of inspections, some because I'm part of a senior staff management or team at the Ministry of Labor, I'm a realist. This time the special was illegal in keeping with law. So if you want to dismiss them or going to back on to what the ministry in concluded the investigation to dismiss them, they not invite us. So Charles Brown, you're the Inspector General, why you sign this? Emmanuel Brown, you were the acting minister for planning and manpower. Why you sign this? When that question.
The Liberian Senate has taken decisive action by directing its Committee on Autonomous Concessions and Agencies to investigate the delayed implementation of the 2022 Population and Housing Census results. The move comes after concern raised by Senator Yan Twine of Nima County regarding the inaction following the completion of the census 2 years ago. Senator Yan Twine emphasized the critical importance of the census in providing essential demographic, social, and economic data for effective policy planning and electoral preparations. The Senate decision reflects growing concern over the delay in finalizing the census result despite the completion of data collection in 2022 with support from international partners. Senator Yan Twine stressed the urgency for the government to process and enable the legislature to fulfill its constitutional duties effectively.
It's been 2 years now since the population census was conducted by agencies in our partners. I don't need to lecture this plenary on the importance of census, how important they are for our national development planning, and how the disaggregated data that come from census are used the apportionment of political subdivisions in our country. Given the rise of our population and the increase in our population, especially so from larger counties and smaller counties and from Nima County specifically, that there need to be a conclusive result from the census to enable this legislature to carry out its duty. The duty that will not only bring about how we apportion our development package, but the result that will also lead to the apportionment of political district and subdivision that will benefit the governance of our people. The Constitution provides for representation, and said representation should be threshold by this legislature. It cannot do so on its own. And so the census that was conducted should inform us to do so, and it was even perceived prior to the conduct of that census that the results were going to be used to influence how we demarcate our political district in 2023 elections. That did not materialize. We are 5 years, a little over, to the next elections. And if nothing is done about the result of this census, we will again have another election of power, political demarcation that will lead to proper representation of our people.
The Ministry of Finance and Development Planning of Liberia, in collaboration with various ministries and stakeholders, initiated consultations for the upcoming National Development Plan in to shape a comprehensive strategy on President Joseph Boakar's arrest agenda for inclusive government. Speaking at the event, Finance and Development Planning Minister Pamant Kamara emphasized the critical need for collaboration, that's collective dialogue, to define and implement a development plan that aligns with Liberia's transformative goals. For her part, UN Resident Coordinator Christian Umotomin commended Liberia's commitment to transparency and inclusivity in the development agenda formulation process. She iterated the support of the international partners in ensuring that the national development agenda reflects the needs and aspirations of all Liberians. President Joseph Boakai launched his initiative to eliminate ghost workers from government payroll and enhance civil service accountability. President Joseph Boakai had officially launched the Employee Status Regulation, that's regularization program at Mega Press Briefing, committing to greater transparency and efficiency in government payroll management. Addressing the nation from the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, President Joseph Boakai emphasized that the ESRP aims to eliminate ghost names and payroll discrepancies across 103 government entities, ensuring better wages and productivity. Highlighting the immediate impact, he announced the identification of substantial financial losses due to payroll and fraud, and pledged that this initiative will restore integrity to Liberia's civil service system. If you are just joining us, be reminded that you are listening to News Live on the Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Morovia and other frequencies in Mwangibi and Bone counties. Top stories we are following. President Joseph Boakai champions democracy at ECOWAS summit, calls for unity and support in the region. President Joseph Boakai launches initiative to eliminate ghost workers from government payroll and enhance civil service accountability. And civil service agency intensifies efforts to combat corruption and enhance accountability on covers fraudulent accounts across government. Still in the news, Moserado County District Number 10 Representative Yaga Kolubal has lambasted the Waka County government for failing to fulfill campaign promises. Representative Kolubal alleged that government officials are practicing nepotism across ministries and agencies. He practice this one criticized in the CDC government. Addressing citizens in Tottenham Poming County over the weekend, Kaluba emphasized that their support for President Parker was aimed at improving the livelihoods of Liberians, not enriching individuals. He pledged to continue his campaign against the United Party-led government until promised changes are evident in the lives of Liberians.
Down here to run campaign Parker to become president of this country. I will say we brought Joseph Parker to power not to employ his family people. We brought Jeremiah Kuhn to power not to employ their family people. We brought this government to power not for nobody come out to employ her family but employ her government. We got issues in the country that must be handled, and we'll go after the issues. When we're running campaign, we say that we're going to be the salary was going to be increased the way it came from. Today, where are we? When we're running campaign, we came here to this forum. We say, John Manuel, we are Samuel 12, other than their roles. But we are in power today. Where is the evidence? Where are we starting from? We sat down and people decided to make fun of the Liberian people and will not set their life to happen. We are not deterred by people that will pass around and say what they want to say. Yesterday we were here and fellas asking the past government. And my government that have got the power that have become a criminal government will be exposed by me.
Sano County District Number 1's Representative and Education Committee Chair Thomas Romeo Kuyat has issued a strong warning to schools charging flexibility fees and organizing students' parades threatening immediate shutdowns for non-compliance. Speaking at the Multi-International School System 4th graduation in Johnson over the weekend, Representative Kuyat condemned the collection of unauthorized fees and emphasized that students' parades pose significant safety risks. He attributed the persistence of educational challenges in Liberia to the aftermath of the 14th year of civil war and criticized school administrators for burdening students with extra fees. He pledged robust actions to end this exploitation in part or school parades to prevent endangering the lives of children, thus affirming a non-tolerance policy for offenders.
When the school, you war no 40 years, so the country. So when the school system became civilized, they were assigned themselves to classes foundation. Now foundation. The first thing they saw me before is to the fees. Why is that? So you may labor to prepare another working. Trust me. As soon as you wash it over, go back to your place.
President Joseph Boakai takes vulnerable 20% salary cut to promote fiscal integrity and lead by example. President Joseph Boakai has announced a voluntary 40% reduction in his salary rate over the weekend, according to the presidential press secretary. Kula Fofana over the weekend, the action aims to demonstrate his commitment to lead by example in strengthening government accountability and showing solidarity.
We're all very happy that the president has announced that he will be cutting his salary by 40%, and that cut will go to the Liberian people. And so with the specifics as to particularly who it will go to, what will be set up, the management of it, will it go to the central government or will it go to a specific project and all of that. But I can tell you that it will go to the Liberian people.
President Joseph Parker chaired his administration's inaugural Inter-Ministerial Committee on Decentralization, emphasizing the urgent need to implement the Revenue Sharing Act and transfer more decision-making power to local authorities. During the meeting at the ministerial complex last Thursday, President Boakat outlined critical steps to improve service delivery, including returning 40% of revenue out the county service centers and devolving signing authorities to local representatives. He stressed that these measures will address financial constraints, enhances governance efficiency, reflecting his administration's strong commitment to advancing decentralization efforts in Liberia.
By 2023, this time last year, the preview already hired 1,000 so-called consultants, primarily casual laborers who did not significantly contribute to bridging the human resource and institutional capacity gap in advancing our government. A vigorous vetting process consistent with not
Civil service boss Josiah Chokat has unveiled robust reforms within Liberia's governmental framework following a vigorous employee verification process across 29 government entities. Over 490 suspicious accounts have been identified and blocked, leading to significant financial safeguards. The CSA boss Chokat underscored the pivotal role of collaboration with the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Justice in investigating and rectifying systematic issues blocking governmental institutions, emphasizing the urgency of addressing over 300 pending audit reports. He stressed their critical importance in upholding transparency and accountability standards across public sectors.
The CSA and the Ministry of Justice are collaborating to ensure that these human resource and financial mismanagement investigations are conducted expeditiously. In total, the government will realize an annual saving of $488,816.82, that's United States dollars, as a direct result of these actions taken by the CSA at the three spending entities. Today, Mr. President, I am pleased to report that the CSA has completed employee physical verification and headcounts at central offices of 29 government spending entities. Of the 29, the CSA has blocked unverified employees from 14 of the 29 spending entities. Mr. President, going forward, the government will save a total of $490,828.74. That's United States dollars, as a result of blocking the individuals. Also, as part of its ongoing implementation of the General Auditing Commission 2021 Payroll Compliance Audit Recommendations, the CSA has blocked 689 individuals on the payroll with duplicate national identification numbers from 49 spending entities on the payroll. This strategic action was taken after our employee verification and headcount system detected 54 names with duplicate national identification numbers from 4 spending entities. So far, of the 689, only 2 individuals show up for verification. That means the remaining 687 are potential ghosts. As a direct result of the blocking action by the CSA, Mr. President, the government will save $223,413.84 monthly and United States dollars 2.6 billion annually.
President Joseph Mubarak expressed profound gratitude to returning migrants from the 2024 Hajj and student Harabiat highlight that hailing their journey as a testament to faith and devotion. He called upon all citizens to unite in pursuit of national development, setting aside differences for the collective good of all. The Liberian leader outlined his administration's steadfast commitment to building a robust economy that ensures job creation, enhances infrastructure, and improves the overall quality of life for every Liberian, recognizing the pivotal role of religious leaders. As Morocco's President Joseph Boakat urged them to lead with integrity, champion positive change, and advocate vigorously for social justice and economic empowerment.
First and foremost, I want to extend congratulations to Misha this great privilege. The friends not just personal faith, powerful contributions to the spiritual and moral value of our countries. The return marks a time of reflection, renewal, the collective commitment to principles of peace, unity, and development. We must all improve upon. As we gather here, with special prayer service, let us remember that our strength as a nation lies in our unity. Liberia, with its different cultures, language, and religions, stands as a beacon of diversity. Yet it's our unity and diversity that form the bedrock of national identity. Today more than ever before, we must foster this unity, recognizing that together we are stronger, more resilient, more capable of overcoming the challenges that we must overcome to make our country prosperous for ourselves and for generations of more. And it's like I want to call on all Nigerians to embrace the spirit of togetherness. Let us set aside our differences, work hand in hand for the common goal of national development.
The University of Liberia Faculty and Staff Association and student leaders have lauded President Joseph Boakat for his rapid action in resolving recent challenges at the university and his commitment to its advancement. Dr. Eknan Chonin, president of OFASA, expressed deep appreciation to President Boakat for swiftly restoring the university's dignity and pledged collaboration to foster aid harmonious environment and support future leadership development. Again, we record weeks ago the University of Liberia Faculty and Staff Association suspended all academic activities due to perpetual administrative issues. Near joined gathering at the executive mansion, student representatives led by UL Student Union President Mary Kekulat commended President Joseph Boakat for his proactive stance in addressing university issues. They outlined critical concerns, including the urgent need for facility upgrades, improved resources, and enhanced student support services. For part, President Joseph Boakat shows the students of his dedication to improving the university infrastructure and educational experience, emphasizing open communication and constructive solutions. On that note, this is how we come to the end of News Live on the Voice of Liberia 104.1 in Monrovia. and other frequencies in Margibi and Bone counties. But before we take leave of you, let's bring you the recap of our top stories. President Joseph Boakai champions democracy at ECOWAS summit, calls for unity and support in the region. President Joseph Boakai launches initiative to eliminate coast workers from government payroll, enhance civil service accountability, and civil service agency intensifies efforts to combat corruption and enhance accountability on covers fraudulent accounts across government. For more news, you can log on to www.forceofliberadio.com, or better still, follow us on Facebook with Kiki Wars, Force of Liberia. I am Mafila Kamara. Thanks for listening and watching. Good afternoon.